What's up there, LEGO fans? Welcome back. Alex here. In this video, we will be adding yet another level to the SitComplex MUC, a fantastic project that has been a great feature of the downtown area. Again, this is a design by Kim Plata, also known as LEGO Artisan. Now, similar to my last video, we will actually leave the SitComplex downstairs. I usually like to bring it upstairs to the studio to add the new level to it, but it's so big, I don't want to risk dropping it on the stairs. That would be just an absolute disaster. So let's run up to the studio and introduce you to the new level that we're going to be adding today. And here it is, you guys. It is going to be Sesame Street added as the new level of the SitComplex. This is a LEGO Ideas set. Number 21324 contains 1,367 pieces and retails for $120 US. Now, of course, I did have to make some purchases on Bricklink for the extra pieces I needed to put this all together, but still very inexpensive though. I think the pieces only were about $30 or so. So a total of 150 bucks is relatively inexpensive in comparison to some of the other levels that we've already added to the SitComplex. Now, Kim also mentioned to me that somebody messaged him stating that Sesame Street would be a good daycare to add to the SitComplex, and he thought that was a good idea as well, and that was the approach that he took when designing this particular level. So as always, we will do a time-lapse build, a review of the new level, and then take it downstairs and add it to the SitComplex. So let's go ahead and get started. And we are back, and here is the completed floor of the Sesame Street Daycare. Now, I will add that when you're adding any floor to the SitComplex, it is going to be very common for you to have extra pieces from the original LEGO set. And that was definitely the case for Sesame Street. I had a pretty large pile of extra pieces left over. So if you're not a fan of having a lot of extra pieces when doing these projects, then that is definitely something you're going to want to consider when adding each of these floors. Now, as we look at the interior of the Sesame Street Daycare, I do like how Kim separated the interior versus the exterior. I like how the street part of Sesame Street is still exposed outside to the elements along the stairwell here, keeping a lot of the details from the LEGO set in there. And then on the inside, we have this very square area that is the interior, which is actually a really nice looking apartment. Of course, one thing you're going to notice with this is the amount of very bright colors. Sesame Street has a lot of very bright colors they use in the set, of course, in the TV show itself. So you're going to see that alongside here. But Kim did a very good job of keeping that contained to the interior of this entire floor. Start with the kitchen area of this thing, a nice open kitchen with a lot of very bright colors, and of course some cookies out here for your kids who are, of course, coming to the daycare, can enjoy a little snack here in the kitchen. And I like the fact that they have this little nook here in the back corner with these green windows. Really nice touch as well. Adjacent from the kitchen area is the living room area, which also has the main entrance for 123 Sesame Street. I think any child coming here for daycare is going to feel very welcome and at home with all these fun things surrounding them. I also love all of these pictures of the Muppets throughout the level here. These are, of course, all stickers though. Sesame Street Lego set comes with a pretty good size sticker sheet that I have here. It looks like there's 22 in total. Most of them are pretty large. Kim uses all the stickers except for 2 of them, which are these 2 vertical green Hoopers stickers, unless of course I missed them, but all of them have been used throughout this level. Then next we have the bedroom, and when you think of the size of this bedroom in comparison to the other bedrooms in all of the SitComplex, I think this is definitely the largest bedroom, but the only bedroom on the level though, and of course it's supposed to be Bert and Ernie's bedroom with their twin beds there and toys throughout, but a very cozy looking bedroom nonetheless. Next up is the bathroom, which is also a pretty good sized bathroom, I will say, but the central focus of this thing is going to be the bathtub with the rubber ducky. How cute is that? I think that's my favorite part of the Sesame Street Daycare. In fact, I remember as a kid watching Sesame Street, and Ernie here would be in the bathtub singing, "Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time so much fun." Oh man, great memories watching Sesame Street, which has been going strong ever since 1969. And you know what, as I go along here, and I know you guys know this already, but there are just so many Easter eggs to the TV series. It's just crazy, just impossible for me to actually mention them all. I'm sure other people have in their videos and reviews of this thing, but it's everywhere you look, there's references to the TV show, which is an absolute blast to see. And then the last little room here is a little reading area. I think this looks so darn cool. Obviously a place where maybe you can read to the kids you're watching, but for me, it looks like a place to kind of just escape it all, just kind of sit there and relax and read a book. And I love that there's a little shelf right next to you to hold your drink and cookies, but just keep an eye out for the Cookie Monster because he might steal your cookies. And one more thing to cover on this thing before we take it downstairs, and that is the exterior of this thing. The exterior probably is the most complete looking of any other levels that I put on the SitComplex. Usually there's a lot of multicolors that stick out, mostly on the back or this particular side of the SitComplex, but this thing looks really good. So that's a quick look at the Sesame Street Daycare, a great new level and addition to the SitComplex. Now with all of these new sections, what I always do with the characters that come with it, I actually do remove them out of the building and I put them on display in my minifigure collection. So these 6 Muppets here are going to be a nice, very colorful addition. We have Big Bird, Bert and Ernie, the Cookie Monster, Elmo, and of course Oscar the Grouch in his awesome garbage can there. So let's go downstairs and figure out where this is going to fit. Okay, here we go. All right, so taking a look at what we've got on here already, the facade of this thing has these arches, which is consistent with, I think, this level right there. So for the sake of consistency, we're going to put this between these 2 levels here. I think this is Big Bang Theory, and this is one of the Friends apartments. So we're going to carefully push this forward back here, lift this off, put it over here on the bridge, because the bridge is nice and sturdy. All right, so, well, that's cool. I always miss seeing the inside of these things because there's so much great detail. In fact, I'll have to do an overview of all of the apartments thus far. All the levels in this thing all sprung out together. It'd be kind of cool to see. All right, let's go ahead and put this on here. Push down. All right, and once again, you guys are going to see how this looks before me. It's not fair, I tell you. Anyway, all right, that looks good there. Let me grab these other 3 levels. All right, here we go. Oh boy, nice and easy. Oh my goodness, this thing is crazy tall. Oops, I lost a, oh, there we go. Put that back on. All right, snap there. Okay, it's good there. Did I get the front? Last time I remember I missed one of the sections. Oops, knocked down my skydiver over here. There we go. All right, oh my goodness, this thing is, it looks like it's about the same height now as the landing pad on the Avengers Tower. And also, I gotta say that this balcony right here and that stairway has got to be pretty sketchy. That is pretty far up there. But let me look over here. Yeah, so on this side, there is the side of the wall where the Lex complex just isn't tall enough to cover that side. So we'll have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna run over and just add another floor. I think I can probably squeeze 1 more floor into the Lex complex to cover up that side because I think it really needs it for that. So let's do that really quick. Okay, here we go. I threw this together really quick and didn't put an interior in this thing at all, just the basic necessities to make this work. And this is going to be as tall as I can make it because I used the rest of these dark sand colored bricks, masonry bricks. So we're going to take this out here, and this should fit in here. There we go. Put this guy right back on it. Oh my goodness, this thing is crazy tall. Oops, I lost something. I might have lost a flower. Yep, I lost a flower in the back. All right, did I get it straight? Looks like it's, there we go. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be, yeah, I think it just looks better with the SitComplex up against it like that. I always knock this over every single time. It's always the same sign on the airport shuttle, I tell you. And now I don't even know where it went. You guys see it? Tell me, point to it. Oh, here it is, I found it. There we go, my goodness, all right. But anyway, yeah, this thing is getting super tall. So let me go over where the camera is and get a look at it as well. I'm gonna start way down here and take a look at this thing because it is so big. It's very, very noticeable from way out here. Oh yeah, let me get closer here. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. It's fantastic. Wow, what a great new level. I love how symmetrical it is with those arches on those two levels, and a really good addition. And all the fun billboards on the side of it are just great details that really make the building come alive. And the SitComplex, my mock next to it, I'm really happy I had enough brick to add another floor to that thing because I think it helps it look more symmetrical. It gives it some good variety with color as well. But man, I'm definitely going to have to get my hands on some more of those masonry bricks so I can keep pace with the SitComplex, because this thing, right now, I think there's 5 more levels you can add to it, which means this thing could get just as tall as my Shmew Tower and become its own ceiling scraper, is what I call them here. Definitely taller than the Torg Tower. Makes it look puny. Look at that. It's just crazy. So this thing is coming along very, very nicely. Now, of course, if you guys would like to find the instructions for any of these levels for the SitComplex, you can do so. I will put a link to those sites in the description below. Take a look at that. And a huge thanks to Kim Plata for his collaboration with this project. It's been a lot of fun. And know that there's a lot of other creators out there, content creators, that are also doing this project as well. Mine's nowhere near the tallest because there's some people out there that have gone really crazy with this build. So fun build and looking forward to the next level. Until then, you guys have a fantastic day and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.